Welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm Nikki Bliss Carroll. We're joined in this studio by two fabulous ladies who have such a heart for older folks and folks who are dealing with, I think, a disease that a lot of people are really sadly affected by, but the disease of Alzheimer's. And I just want to introduce you and let you guys just talk a little bit about your organization and what you are doing to try to impact the community for good in the respect of citizens who are fighting with this or who have loved ones who are fighting Alzheimer's. So first we have Michele Cook. Michele is the Director of Business Development with All About Seniors magazine. And we have Sandra Alexander, the Director of Regional Outreach for Hospice Cleveland County. And both of these ladies are volunteers with the Alzheimer's Association, the Western Carolina chapter. So tell us a little bit about all of what I just said and how you all are working together to really impact the community for Alzheimer's awareness and research. I'm going to start with Sandra.
Okay, well, and I think basically Michele and I both got together. We've both been personally affected by Alzheimer's disease, and we feel very strongly that people need to know about the disease and to be educated about the many resources that are available to them. I'm not sure what the majority of people know about Alzheimer's, but it is the most prevalent of the dementias, and dementia is just sort of a cover word that means memory loss. So currently there's about 5.8 million people over the age of 65 that are affected by Alzheimer's. There is an early onset Alzheimer's we're starting to see more of that occurs between the ages of about 30 to 60, and that's about 10% of the Alzheimer's diseases. And one thing about Alzheimer's is that you're seeing the cases increasing very rapidly, where a lot of diseases like heart disease, cancers, we're starting to see some decline. Alzheimer's is starting to really increase dramatically. So there's a lot of research going on trying to find the reasons, for one, the cause, because it's still not totally understood. Right now, they think, the scientists are finding that there's plaques and alterations in proteins that are in the brain that initially start affecting the area of the brain that affects the thought processes, the memories, but gradually it starts progressing throughout the brain, and that's when it starts causing the physical effects as well. People really start forgetting just normal, average, it's not just a memory loss, it's also a physical loss in that they forget to even feed themselves. They forget they're hungry, those types of things. Right. So it's a very tough disease.
Absolutely, and really hard to watch a loved one endure the symptoms, and I have some dear friends at my church that her mom is in the late stages, and it's just painful. I mean, I know you all know what that feels like, and so I know there's a lot of people who are really grateful for the work that you're doing to help raise money, which helps with research and awareness, and I'm certain a lot of other things. So let's talk a little bit about the fundraiser that you all just completed. It was called Purses for a Purpose. Michele, tell us a little bit about what was Purses for a Purpose.
This is maybe our sixth year that we've done Purses for a Purpose. We just get the word out to everybody possible that we're looking for gently used purses or new purses and accessories, and we set up shop at different locations, and we have purse sales. Now, in years past, we've had it in senior living communities. This year, like everything else, we've had to be very creative because of COVID-19 pandemic, but we set up outside so we could socially distance and keep everybody safe. But we had so many wonderful donations. We raised over $2,000 this year to go towards the Walk to End Alzheimer's. And all that money that's raised for the walk goes for research, like Sandra said, to find out the reasons why Alzheimer's is even happening, and then also to support the families. Because when someone is diagnosed with Alzheimer's or any kind of dementia, it's difficult on not just the person living with it, but their entire family.
Certainly.
And so they're there to support them with resources and just some answers when they don't know where else to go. It's an 800 number they can call. It's a website they can go to 24/7 to get help.
That's wonderful. So you mentioned the walk. Let's talk a little bit about the walk. It's coming up in just a week or two. And I think you said September the 12th, the Alzheimer's Walk. And it's going to have to look a little different this year, like many other things. People are kind of used to that. So explain a little bit about the goal of the walk and what is done kind of as a part of the walk. I don't care, whichever one of you would like to talk about that.
So typically the walk is a huge event where hundreds, or depending where you are, thousands of people gather. It's not going to be that way this year. The walk is going to be wherever you are. It's a virtual walk. It's through your neighborhood or through your trails. And you can involve your family members, or you can grab your dog and go. It's wherever you are.
Sure.
And it is a fundraiser. It's the biggest fundraiser that supports the Alzheimer's Association. And again, we've had to get really creative with fundraising ideas, but the idea of the whole walk is to bring awareness, first of all, and then to raise the funds that are needed.
Sure. And a lot of times people get used to, if they sign up for a 5K, they bring a sign-up fee, and that's kind of part of the process. This is a little different in that they would sign up and actually commit to gathering donations that they would then turn over to the organization. Is that correct?
Correct.
My understanding of that?
Yeah.
So,
And there's actually no registration fee.
Great.
There's no particular amount that has to be raised. Of course, they give, I believe it's $100 that the person is
T-shirt.
given a T-shirt, an Alzheimer's Association T-shirt to wear. But there's no commitment to that, though it's definitely encouraged.
so anybody that is interested and says, I can walk, I
Yeah.
will gather up some of my friends and kind of put the hat out, so to speak, for gathering up some resources, and then they could turn
Right.
that money raised over to the organization, and they would have participated in the walk as a fundraiser.
And it also gets the word out about Alzheimer's and makes it so it's not such a stigma.
Right.
So people will talk about it. People will go get help if they feel like there's an issue going on.
Sure. And then I love, too, the idea that there's resources and help for those who are giving care to these loved ones, because I know, especially early on, it's a progressively more and more and more demanding role, and it gets to the point where the individuals can't be left alone, and it is a very taxing experience. So what sorts of, I guess, assistance is out there for those who are in that caregiver role?
I'll let you take that
Oh
one.
my goodness, there's
many.
so many options, depending on if they're cared for in their home and they just need a break for a few hours, or if they need 24/7 care or need to move them into a senior community where there's someone else that can help with that care, because it wears out the caregiver. It often we see caregivers' health decline so quickly because they're not taking care of themselves. They're worried about their loved one.
Right.
And so there's so many resources, and the Alzheimer's Association can help with that. If people are looking, not sure where to turn, they can help with that.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, you all have just given us such great information on not only what Alzheimer's is, but what we can do to help support what's already happening, what's going on in our local community and beyond. So thank you for being with us. We've had Michele Cook and Sandra Alexander with us. Both are volunteers with the Alzheimer's Association's Western Carolina chapter. Ladies, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And we are 100% in support of everything that you're doing to raise awareness and maybe make a dent in what's going on with Alzheimer's and our loved ones. So thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And for Talk of the Town, I'm Nikki Bliss Carroll. We hope you will join us again next time.